West's highly anticipated album release was chaos behind the scenes. Tesla shocked the internet by releasing the first look at humanity's ethical slaves. Mr. Beast lost the rights to Deez Nutz. Yes, I could have worded that better. Twitch immediately realized that they made a massive mistake, and a whole lot more happened, so sit back, take your thumbs away from those screens, and let's get into it. Okay, let's start out with Twitch, because just days after they made the highly surprising decision to allow artistic nudity, today they said that they went too far with their decision and that they're pulling back on their policies. So Twitch said, as long as content creators label the content as containing sexual themes, they would allow the following: content that deliberately highlights breasts, buttocks, or pelvic region, fictionalized drawings, animations, or sculptures of fully exposed female-presenting breasts and or genitals, and popular dances such as twerking, grinding, and pole dancing are now allowed without a label. Now, officially, they said that they were making the changes because they got consistent and constant feedback that their current policies were confusing, but they're not confusing anymore. But unofficially, it did come suspiciously right after users threatened a revolt, whatever, following the banning of Morgpie for streaming topless, but only showing the chest/upper chest region. Now, since then, people heard the news and basically said, challenge accepted, and now Twitch is withdrawing their policy changes, specifically the part of the content policy that allows artistic nudity. Their statement, which is hilarious, read, much of the content created has been met with community concern. These concerns we share. Upon reflection, we have decided that we have gone too far with this change. Digital depictions of nudity present a unique challenge. AI can be used to create realistic images, and it can be hard to distinguish between digital art and real photography. Yes, long gone are the days where artistic nudity meant, creating a cute little drawing. We got AI for that shit. Everyone, put your bets in now on how long the other policies will last. Personally, I'm putting 50 on 1 week. Anyway, we need to talk about the Ye situation. Millions of people's hearts were broken yet again because his promised album didn't drop. Again. I mean, this has happened so many times, and every single time we tell ourselves, this time it's gonna be different. Ye has changed. And every time we get our hopes up just to have them crush. And then suddenly you realize you're in a toxic relationship. However, at least this time we know why it didn't drop. I guess unlike the others. And oh my lord, it was chaos. I mean, it's Kanye West. I guess what did you expect? So the plan seemed to be a midnight release along with a listening event in Las Vegas. Now, not only did the live stream and event start hours late, but police turned up and shut the entire thing down, saying that they didn't have licenses or permits. Keep in mind that people attending this event paid $2,000 to be there, and they could even be heard in a couple of videos asking police, like, what do we get a refund or something?
Hey, how do we get a refund?
I mean, how are you gonna charge people $2,000 if you don't have a permit to create that event? Now, if that wasn't enough problems to deal with, it seems that Kanye couldn't drop the album until Nicki Minaj cleared her verse on the track New Body. He even posted a picture of the text that he sent her. She then went live and said, no disrespect to Kanye, but I am not gonna clear that verse. She essentially said a couple things like, it's been out for 3 years and she's just dropped an album, so why would it make sense? Whatever that means. Now, after getting shut down, they decided to do this live stream, which I initially thought was the rest of the listening party in their hotel room. But after watching it for, let's say a couple of hours, it turns out that Kanye was actually finishing up, or at least attempting to, finishing up the album. At one point, they literally got everyone in the party to stay quiet. They got out a mic and they started recording vocals. Keep in mind, there must have been like 100 people there. And not only that, but it was 5 a.m. in a Las Vegas hotel room. Shock, they didn't end up dropping that day. But now a new date has been set for the 31st of December. And if anyone's thinking this time it'll be different, welcome to the club. We're all victims here. Anyway, moving on, because the next story is gonna unlock a brand spanking new fear for you. You're welcome. Amazon is receiving massive backlash right now for selling spy cameras in clothes hooks. Okay, now I just want to cut all the music, cut everything, just nice and quiet, and look at me in my eyes. Because I want to tell you, when I read this headline, I thought, it's mildly interesting. But when I went onto Amazon myself and did a little bit of digging, I dropped to my knees. This is crazy! This is crazy. I became a Catholic. I even swore an oath of silence. I then broke that oath just so I could tell you about how horrific all of this shit is. Now, I have no idea how this is legal, but not only can you buy spy cameras that are in clothes hooks, which has a picture as part of the marketing showing it being used in a bloody bathroom. Think of one possibly good scenario where you can use a spy camera in a bathroom. Think of it. That is a rhetorical question, by the way. If I see one, goddamn comment. Now, as I continued my journey through the Amazon, I found spy camera alarm clocks, and the front image of this product had a wildly suggestive image of two people being recorded in bed. Now, I get suggestive images like this on some nifty products that you could have a million different use cases, right? I get it. But who the hell is like, I'm not gonna say it, but hey, you ever thought of committing a crime with this? Could be fun. Oh my god, what the hell? They also had spy camera smoke detectors, which included a hotel room as a suggested place of use. I mean, one of their target audiences that make a repeated theme in all of these products is cheating couples. Really pushing on that pain point right there, eh? This spy camera USB charger, for example, has an image of it pointed at two individuals in a romantic setting. They're like, no, we're just putting it out there. We're not saying that this is what you should use. We're just putting an image and our product. Two completely separate things. I mean, it doesn't even just stop there. I found spy camera pens, speakers, cars, shower gel bottles. Absolutely no product is safe. Now, if you're wondering, how the hell is this all legal? But with items like this, because it's essentially just a camera, Amazon say that they do not take responsibility for how people use them. In fact, that is literally what they said when they unsuccessfully tried to get a legal case dismissed, where a woman is actually currently suing them after someone allegedly used an Amazon spy camera to record her when she was a minor. Damn. That shit got dark real quick. Let's move on. Talking about creepy shit, we have just got a disturbing glimpse into the most private part of millions of people's minds. Because guess which company just released their annual data dive? Yes. The Hub. And I'm only saying the Hub. You should know what that is. I'll put two colors up here. Pang, pang. You should know it. They released their top 5 trends that defined 2023. In 5th was therapy. I'm just gonna, therapy searches on the Hub. I mean, if that isn't a sign that the world is broken right now, I don't know what is. In 4th place was uniforms. 3rd was a whole load of AI, robots, and things of that sort. I guess it's not really a surprise. In 2nd place was supersize, and I've actually got an interesting story about that next. And then in 1st place was mature. We got a whole lot of granny and grandpa searches. Let's move the fuck on. The New York Post is reporting this week that plus-size TikTokers are praising Southwest Airlines for its customer of size policy. Well, they say that this policy, which went viral on TikTok, allows overweight passengers to request a complimentary seat, and forces the flight staff to accommodate larger flyers, even if that means kicking off others with tickets off the flight. So they start out with a really positive headline, and then immediately in the first goddamn paragraph, they're like they're forcing flight attendants to comply, and using words, kicking others off the plane with tickets. Outrage. Just pick which one. Which one is it? Is this bad or is this good? Now, in one of the videos, one TikToker showed how easy it was to use when she went up to the customer service desk asking to use the customer of size policy, and she showed that she was handed pretty easily an extra ticket, complimentary again. She also said that she did this dozens of times and has never once had an issue. Now, obviously, everyone that isn't a customer of size just absolutely got rowdy in the comments saying that this was unfair. Now, I have no idea if every airline has this customer policy or if it's unique to Southwest. But the question is, what the hell do you guys think? I mean, is this unfair and it should be scrapped immediately? Or is this a kind gesture and every airline should have the same policy? All right, moving on, because this next story is something that I thought never really could happen. Because this week, a judge and lawyers literally had to stand in court and argue about the phrase Deez Nutz. Now, the reason why is because company Deez Nutz sued Mr. Beast for using the name Deez Nutz as a flavor on his Feastables bar. Now, I don't know if it's just me or if it's the company's logo. Just have a little look at it right here. Because I'm creating a picture in my head of how this went, and we've got some poor old grandmother standing in court trying to plead and beg with the judge that Mr. Beast is harming her poor small little business of her roasting nuts in her kitchen. Her tiny small little kitchen. And honestly, maybe that's exactly what happened. Because despite Jimmy's lawyers arguing that this is an incredibly popular saying on the internet, which fair enough, it is, the judge still ruled that Mr. Beast must immediately stop using this phrase and take it off all of his marketing. Hey, I mean, good on old Sweet D. We love her. And I mean, if we learn anything from our old story, everyone loves old people this year. It's kind of a theme. But if I find out that Deez Nutz is a multi-million-dollar conglomerate that's masquerading as a poor, sweet old woman, I mean, I probably won't do anything because I know, you like to sue people for nothing. Okay, quickly moving on from that, because this week Tesla shocked the internet by releasing the first look at Generation 2 of their Optimus robot, and oh my lord, we are in the deep end now. Now, if you didn't know, this is Tesla's third iteration of what Elon says is Tesla's most important product. Yes, they see more potential in this robot than they do in cars. Terrifying. Now, if you wanted to buy your very own ethical slave, it'll cost you around $20,000, although it will be available to rent by the hour. And Elon Musk's vision for Optimus's capabilities include household chores such as tidying up, making dinner, mowing the lawn, shopping for groceries, taking care of elderly family members, and just generally all of the tasks that humans don't really want to do. Now, their latest video shows off the massive amount of improvement that their latest generation has been put into it. They now feature all Tesla-designed actuators and sensors, walk 30% faster, went to Turkey and got themselves a 10 kg weight reduction, woo! Have improved balance as demonstrated here by it's a half squat, let's be honest. And they also have brand spanking new hands. Very jazzy. So brand new that the handling of those eggs, woof, is delicious. I mean, I bet those eggs cannot wait to be scrambled. Now, if you're wondering, when the hell can I become an ethical master? Well, Elon said last year that Tesla could be ready to take orders as soon as 3 to 5 years. That's in about 2027. But I mean, like, come on, let's be honest. Elon has said a lot of things. He said that fully capable self-driving would be here by now. It's not here, so take that with a grain of salt. But with that being said, that is a wrap. And I mean, as you can tell, I'm very happy to be back on YouTube. This camera angle, we've got the whole thing going right now. We're able to do 360s in here. I've got so much space. I can run around. If you want to help me out, do any interacting with this video. Anything, because the better my videos do, the more time, attention, and resources I can focus into YouTube, and then I can do this forever and more than once a week. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I love ya. Bye.